Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jen and I am preparing for the new year by deep cleaning. I know this is something that most people save for the spring, but I like to enter the new year with a fresh everything. And I wanted to show you the two products that I've completely changed out all of my chemical cleaners with. Yep, I really only use these two. And then, a different laundry detergent. This is a bar soap by Sea Witch Botanicals. It's called Canary Clean. It's got only 3 ingredients, 3 organic ingredients. It's very powerful, very safe. This says HOCl, that's for hypochlorous acid. It's become really popular recently for skincare, but it's used for way, way more than that. And I just want to shout it from the rooftops. I'm such a fanatic over hypochlorous acid. I think everyone should know about it, and I think it should be in every household. Like, I'm really that passionate about it. All right, so about a year ago, I had all of these health symptoms that were just really weird. I was in a really stressful situation and in a different environment, and I was having crazy histamine responses. My eyes would swell shut for sometimes 1 or 2 weeks at a time. And even though it was a histamine response, I still wanted to find something that could help my eyes. I went on a little search and I found this lid and lash spray. I actually reached out to my friend who's a lash tech, and I asked her what she used, and I think she's the one who told me about this. But I saw that it was hypochlorous acid. No, it's 0.01 hypochlorous acid, but that term rang a bell because I remember using a product a couple years ago that now I know it's an electrolysis machine. The way that it works is you submerge it in water, you sprinkle some salt, turn it on, and it was advertised as a produce cleaner. So I bought it to clean produce, right? I don't know, so I connected the dots. I was like, oh, this is the same solution. It cleans produce, and you can also use it for blepharitis, which is a swelling of the eyelids. So I did more research into it. Come to find out, it's a very robust compound. Also, it's something that your own body makes to fight off viruses, bacteria, and pathogens. Okay, so we're gonna start it with Canary Clean. I actually discovered this guy over the summer while I was camping. You know how when you go on long drives and your windshield and your grill would be splattered with like insect and bug carnage? The windshield wiper fluid, at least the one that I use, it didn't do anything against that. It just kind of smears it around. So I wanted to find something. I knew it would have to be some sort of soap or degreaser, but because I'm going into the forest or a lot of like pristine places, I didn't just want to bring like Dawn dish soap. I still wanted to practice responsible camping, leave no trace, pack in, pack out. So I wanted to find a natural soap that would be powerful in fighting, the bug grease, the bug juice, but also be okay if it spilled on the ground. If it's going to spill on the ground, it's going to get in the environment. So I needed to feel okay with that. I did some digging and I found this guy. I was actually at the co-op here in Boise, and I found this dish soap. And I was like, dish soap, that should work, fine. Not only is it dish soap, so it's advertised here as the plant-powered dish and surface soap. Yeah, you can use it on any hard surfaces. It is actually a really great mirror and window cleaner. And for something that doesn't have any sulfates or detergents in it, it actually lathers up really well. I know that matters to some people. I didn't think it mattered to me, but when I saw the nice lather that it built on the dishes, like, it felt good, it felt nice. So it does have some suds that makes you feel good. The ingredients are saponified organic coconut oil, orange essential oil, and kaolin clay. This is stuff that you can totally get in the environment and feel all right, that it's not gonna ruin that ecosystem. Also, the packaging, there's no plastic, you can recycle the cardboard. This is what the bar looks like. Another thing about this and the form of the soap is that you can use it as is and just get it on the sponge and wash your dishes that way. And I do. So I cut the bar in half. Half of it is for dishes. This half here is for shaving. I use like a micro cleaner and I shave up a whole bunch of this soap and I mix it in water and I put it in this bottle, and this will last me a really long time. And I use this around the house, again, for surfaces, windows, mirrors, sticky things. If there's like sticker residue somewhere, I'll use this. I just recently cleaned my little oven and there's like baked on grease on the window, and it took care of that completely. And I'm not gonna give you late night infomercial vibes and tell you that like, oh, this will fix your life, one application. It took 2 applications. It took 2 passes. Like, I'll be very honest about it. But for baked on grease, that's still really impressive. Like, the window of my oven is practically new. And I didn't have to use gross chemicals. This soap is food grade, so I felt good about using it where I bake my food. So take that, slap chop. Okay, so we get the idea. It's powerful, it's clean. It leaves a light scent because of that orange essential oil. Okay. I can hardly contain my excitement, and I know that seems really lame that I'm getting excited over basically salt water, but I am. This stuff is amazing. So like I I said, it is salt in water, but it's electrolyzed. So it creates this compound. It's highly effective, bacteria, viruses, pathogens. And again, it's safe for the skin because they use it in skincare, in eyelid spray. Of course, the concentration matters. That's 0.01%. Like, I will acknowledge that. Other places that you may not know that use this are our operating rooms. Like, they sanitize operating spaces with hypochlorous acid. They also use it in airplanes in between flights. They get a fogging machine to sanitize all the surfaces because airplane flights have quick turnover, so they need something quick and something that's not going to like drench the seats or whatever. It's easy, it's effective. They use it there. I'm not going to say skincare anymore. It's also a really effective odor eliminator. You can spray like your shoes, your sneakers with this, your clothes, if for some reason you can't get it to a wash when you need to. And it also kills mold. You want to spray in areas that regularly collects moisture. So I spray it along the windowsills. I leave it for 5 or 10 minutes, then I wipe it off, and it prevents mold really well. Obviously, if you have a mold infestation in your drywall, call a professional. Another way that I use this is for when I go camping. I bring the whole bottle with me if I need to go to the bathroom or the outhouse or whatever their facilities are. And I spray down the handles and everything with this. So this keeps me sanitized on camping trips. Also, when I cook food, so when I chop like raw meat, whether I'm out in the field or at home, I hose the chopping board down with hypochlorous acid as well as the knives. Another thing to note for hypochlorous acid is that it does smell a little bit like chlorine, just very faintly of chlorine. It's more of a therapeutic smell. It's not as sharp or noxious as, straight up chlorine or as strong as like some swimming pools that you would go to. So just be mindful of that. Again, it's light. I don't mind walking into it. If I like spray the air with this and I walk through the mist, it's totally fine. I would not feel okay with walking through like Windex mist at all, but it does have that smell. And do not mix any essential oils with it. It's a standalone compound. I'm going to do an in-depth video about this, and I'll put a video card somewhere up here once I do, because I really do believe everyone should have one of these in their homes. And I'm not affiliated with anyone, not with Sea Witch Botanicals. I'd love to be. DH Life Lab. Yeah, so there's no affiliation here. I don't get a kickback from anything. I'll leave the links below. I just really believe people should have hypochlorous acid anyways, and I just love this soap. That's another thing. I'm sorry, don't get me started about greenwashed items. I really hate how things are advertised as being natural when you look at the ingredients list and it's just obviously not. And this is really cheap. When you get a hypochlorous acid machine, like I think my machine was $100, but it's more than paid itself off because I use it for everything and I use it everywhere. Traveling next week for the holidays, and I'm going to put it in a little 3-ounce bottle. I mean, how many germs are in the airports? Don't get me started. I feel like I get sick every other time I travel. So I'll be packing that. Actually, I think I'll just refill this same exact bottle with it. That's what I'll do. Yeah, my lid and lash spray is going to be my new travel hypochlorous acid bottle. Let me know how you feel about these items, if you've heard even of hypochlorous acid or of Sea Witch Botanicals. Someone has heard of this because every time I go to the co-op, I feel like they're always out. The last time I went, they're fully stocked, and they stock like 20, 30 items. So I know that they stock them really, really well, but I feel like they're always out. People are buying them. I don't think that you have to be sensitive to want better for yourself. These things are just, there's no reason to not use them. Like, they've maxed out both categories, right, of being effective and of being safe. Why not use them? So there, I wish for you a clean and healthy New Year's, and I'll see you in the next video.